ElHormiguero is a Spanish TV entertainment show which hosts international guests. In the science section of this episode, we present a tie which repels red wine, textiles which repel dirt, and an artificial water strider. Maybe you already came across the lotus leaf. What's fascinating about these leaves is that you can pour as much water on them as you want and they still stay dry. The drops are repelled because there are plenty of tiny surface bumps all over the surface of the leaves. The bumps hold the drops up in the air, and the contact between the drops and the leaf is actually pretty poor. That's why drops do not stick well to the surface and easily roll off. By using the concept of the lotus leaf, it is possible to create artificial surfaces which repel water and other liquids. This tie, for example, was treated in a way that makes it repel not only water, but also red wine. You can dip it over and over in red wine, let it soak, but it doesn't get stained. What's more is that sand and dirt sitting on such surfaces can just be simply washed away. This only works if the surface is liquid repellent. You can see a beautiful contrast when the dirty water hits the paper sheet at the end of the slope. What happens if the sand is also water repellent? The hydrophobic sand doesn't like to go inside the drops. Instead, the sand attaches to the drop's surface, forming a shell of sand particles around the drops. The shell then prevents any direct contact between the drop and the paper, making the drops able to roll over the paper. They resemble pretty much solid marbles rolling over a playground, and because their core is liquid, they got the name liquid marbles. The sand shell allows them to float on water like a water strider. Water striders can walk and even jump on water because their body weight is carried by the surface tension of water. This also works for liquid marbles, but unfortunately they can hardly move because they don't have any legs. To compensate for this, we found a different technique to make them move over water. To do so, we shoot a laser at the liquid marble, which makes the marble heat up on one side. The heat spreads over the water surface and it powers the liquid marble like a rocket. So in summary, liquid repellent surfaces and liquid marbles are two fascinating and efficient strategies to prevent drops from sticking to a surface. That can be useful to prepare self-cleaning coatings and to move drops precisely from one place to another like a water strider does.